Good night, people. Good night, everybody. Good night, people. Good night, everybody. Good night. Just running to a tune from Staxby from England. He's an artist. As y'all know, I'm going to be calling him in a minute. He's also on the live. So, yeah. Just running two tunes. I think this is one of my favorite, I think.
Don't give me no stress. I'm praying to God. I know that I'm blessed. I'm praying to God. Don't give me no stress. I'm praying to God. I know that I'm blessed. Holy water in the club. Holy water on road. Holy water when I walk. Not gonna show no love. I'm praying to God. I know that I'm blessed. I'm praying to God. Don't give me no stress. Topped up on my top down. It's a big floor to get shut down. Link up when I touch down. Got a big drip and a bust down. Thug life on my torso. Big rims on my Porsche. Watch the way that I whip up. I got the ting looking like a horse show. Watching the way that I whip in the zone. Whipping the foreigner hand on my chrome. Top by the smell that I'm wearing cologne. Go in the wall, nigga, pick up your phone. Whoop. Watching the way that we glide. Give it a coming, she's coming inside. Give it a car, she's taking a flight. Know that I'm kicking, she's taking a bite. Praying to God. I know that I'm
Colombo, ik kom morgen naar jou toe, schat.
Don't give me no stress. I'm praying to God.
Samen met mijn nichtje.
I'm blessed. I'm praying to God. Don't give me no stress. Holy water in the club. Holy water on road.
Okay, just want to work on run to tune.
Yeah. It's your boy Stacks.
Mr. Staxby himself.
She be looking at you funny though. Wait, she be coming on my way. She be looking at you funny though. She be coming on my way. She be looking at you sign in a funny way. Big body thing. She know what I'm
Big Batty Ting in the building.
Come jumping in my way. She be looking at you sign in a funny way. Big body thing.
Okay, Staxby, I'm going to call you right now. I'm going to call you. Get this interview going. Time.
Jumping on my little dick. Jumping like a crooked. She wanna be a needle.
Hey.
Spend it out.
Okay, let me stop this right here. Good
How you
night.
doing?
Good night. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you good.
You can hear me? All right, cool. All right, good night, everybody. This is one of my artists like every week that I interview and do the whole entire promo songs, albums, EP, singles, all of that good stuff. So how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. They had a good Easter weekend, ate their fish on Friday and all that.
Yeah, most definitely. So, you could go ahead and just introduce yourself to my audience. Of course, some of your people is probably going to log on. They know who you are. So just introduce yourself to my viewers.
Well, my name is Antonio Stacks P. I'm an artist. I rap, sing, do a bit of reggae, R&B, Afro beats, a bit of grime. I do a bit of everything. Been doing music since I was a teenager for a very, very long time, and yeah, like I've been around for a long time, and like the last couple of years, I just decided to take this a bit more seriously and just start putting out records that I feel like that I like, and
Exactly.
yeah, here I am.
Okay, but are you signed to any record label at this point?
Totally independent. I make the music all by myself. I write everything, record everything by myself. I'm a bit of a Kanye West in the making at the moment.
And if you're going to go big, might as well you just go and sky's the limit. Put it that way. You already answered two of my questions, so I know I just got to cut those out. Or you being an independent artist and then you write your own song. So there goes two of my questions. But anyways, yeah, man, guys, as y'all can see, Staxby straight out of England. We're about to do just a quick interview tonight to introduce him to this side of Europe, Holland, Belgium, those kind of stuff. I mean, you probably do have a couple of fans over this side of the world, but
Most definitely, most definitely, man. I'm trying to be an
We
international
just
out
want to make
here.
it more mainstream over this side. So, and
That's you,
I got a great phone call like this week. Somebody want to do a radio interview with me, of course, and I haven't really given them an answer as yet. I'm like, we will see. I just need to talk to a couple of people, and then I'll get back to them, and yeah, just introduce this platform to them, of course, and they better give me a job over that bitch.
big move, man. Big move, man. I hope it happens for you, man.
Good night, my pregnant baby mama, Ollie Boss baby. Yeah,
What up,
that's
everyone? Coming in here, man.
she's about to drop. Just hailing her up. But yeah, I would great. It would be great if they give me a job over there, but we ain't gonna put her
No,
boss.
it's gonna happen, man. We're gonna manifest it. We're gonna make everyone here right now. Yeah, we all believe that you're gonna get this job, so it's gonna happen. Must believe, manifest. That's how these things work, you know.
Most definitely, man. And this is like the second person that came to me with a whole the person that I actually got your links from, which is Jermaine from England. He did all your concept and stuff in the beginning. And when I
Been doing music since I was like, what, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, a long, long time, man.
yeah, so he was the one that gave me the contact, and you when yeah, we're here now because we had an interview last week actually, and you had a photo shoot, so we had to go ahead and rebook you in. So 1 second, Tia.
I'm your pregnant
Jump
baby,
over the
mama.
line, sweetheart. I'll call you later, yeah? All right. That's my friend from London calling me. But yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. So how did the photo shoot went?
It was actually a video shoot for one of my new songs that I'm going to be releasing probably in about 2 weeks' time. It went really well. It was like amazing. Like the views were wicked. We got the city of London.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Impeccably, like it was just amazing. Like it couldn't have gone any better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we shot some scenes outside the stadium as well. It's got all the nice lights and everything. Like it came out. It's just looking like a movie. We're looking at James Bond in this one.
Yeah, I saw some of the clippings, of course, and it looks it looked great. So yeah, it's a whole vibes with champagne and glass and what you call it and bike and a whole bunch of yeah. I liked it. And you were supposed to send me some of the clippings, but you didn't. But anyway, it's no big deal.
I'll definitely get those to you.
I'm just gonna wait until the hotel thing drops, just like everybody else. I'll just wait. I'm not in a rush or anything like that. So.
Because trust me, this one here is a big one. It's gonna be it's a big track. Like I got my friend Kelly on Sings that's singing on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Another artist from England. Actually, funny story. I met this guy in Ibiza 2 years ago. I was about to do a show, and the guy that sang the chorus for that song that I was about to sing didn't show up, right? So I had nobody to sing the chorus. And I went outside, right? And my friend was smoking a cigarette. And I was like, bro, I don't know what to do. I ain't got nobody to sing the chorus for me. And then this guy called Kelly, and he was literally across the road, right? And he was like, right, this guy, I asked him for a cigarette, and he told me that he's a singer. So I'm like, all right, let me go and talk to him. So I went over to talk to him, and he happened to be like one of England's leading gospel singers. He's been all around the world singing and stuff like that. And I was like, mate, look, the show in Ibiza Rocks Hotel right now in front of thousands of people. I need you, man. Like, I know you're like, you sound like you're a seasoned veteran at this. So I know you're going to be able to do this, even though like you're just learning the song right now. And we went on stage.
Exactly.
Completely smashed it. There was this woman in there that threw her panties at him. It was so funny.
She threw her panties at him?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he was famous enough for her to be like, here, catch some panties over there.
You know those kind of gospel singers that can really sing and hit those big high notes and stuff like that. Hitting them notes. Like the girls were melted. It was wicked to see, man. And since ever then, I've just like just been a really good friend, and yeah, we made this record together last year, and we were gonna put it out, but then Corona happened, and we just kind of like delayed the whole process. But now this year, I'm just like, I'm just gonna put out all these records because it's just like fun.
That's all you can do is just give it your all, give it your best, and just go hard. Like like your life depends on it. That's why I'm
100%.
telling most of my artists, like, give it your all, because ain't nobody gonna give it their all like you would. And even unless you're like the Beyonces, then where the record label gonna put on everything for you because they know you're gonna generate that millions when
Yeah,
the time comes. But for in other words, just do you, man, and promote yourself and
yeah, definitely. That's the
go
way I
live
see it.
now and then, and just talk to your fans, to your audience, to your followers, and just do what you gotta do. It is what it is.
Yeah, 100%, man. You have to promote yourself. You have to put yourself out there. You got to, like, if you love what you're doing, then you put your all into it because you love it. Like, I see what I do. Like, I'm an artist at first. Like, what I'm doing, I'm trying to create art. My music, my videos, my visuals, everything that I'm creating to me is all art. So as long as I'm happy with the art that I'm creating and I'm satisfying that craving to be an artist,
Yes.
I don't really care what happens next. To me, anything else that happens next is like a bonus. Like these interviews, like to me, this is a bonus. This was never my intention when I first started making this album a year ago. Like it was literally like, I just want to make good music, put it out there, and let the universe handle the rest.
Most definitely, most definitely. Because if you don't have a record label behind you that's pushing you and
Yeah,
doing the promo and putting in the money's worth, then basically you gotta promote yourself, especially you're not signed to anybody, so you ain't got a choice but to promote the hell out of yourself
that's 100.
in that way, which is great, and you ain't got a choice but to do that. But at the end of the day, your talent speaks for itself. So that's the most important thing, of course. So we're gonna jump in the segment of just asking some simple questions. So not only your audience but my audience can get a feel of what you're doing and who you are and stuff like that. So yeah, my first question would be do you enjoy being a musician? Because you got people that is in the business and they got the talent, but they're not some people are in it for the money, and some people are in it because they're actually good at what they do and they just love music and like to why does my camera look so dark? But anyways, yeah, you can go ahead and answer the question.
I do it strictly for the love. I've had that period in my life where I've done it for the money and I've done it to be famous, and I was around a lot of famous people and had some good opportunities and stuff like that. But it was like what I'm doing now is just purely for the love of it. Like if one person listens to my song or 0 people or 100 million people listen to it,
Yeah.
it won't make no difference to me whatsoever. I'm still gonna carry on making these songs and putting them out there because like if I'm in my studio by myself, I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna make these songs anyway because I love to make these things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, your songs are pretty good. But I was listening to some of your songs, and I think you also speak Spanish.
Yeah, so I speak a bit of Spanish, and my main language is actually Portuguese.
Oh,
So
see, see,
I'm
see,
very
see.
fluent.
That's awesome.
I talk a bit of Spanish, a little bit of French as well. Quite bilingual.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Same thing over here. I speak a couple of different languages myself too, which mainly, of course, English, and then my second language would be Dutch, and the
Yeah.
rest of all
And
the other
I try to
languages.
put it in the music because I want my music to be more international anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yes.
I don't want to just be an English artist.
Yeah, I understand. But being an English artist is great because I got a problem in Holland right now where we got a lot of good artists, but they only speak Dutch or only make Dutch song. So as
Yeah,
much as
that's
I would love to interview them, it's not saying that they don't speak English, but the songs again, they're all, and you will hear 1 or 2 English word in between because it's like a streets vibes kind of thing going on, so you will hear a lot of American stuff coming back through, but it's pure Dutch, so it's hard for me to even try to interview them on an
yeah,
English platform because this is definitely, as much as the Dutch flag is here, it's still an English platform. And I think one of these days I'm gonna have to try and switch it up um and try and interview some Dutch artists. But for now, I'm gonna just keep it strictly English because that's my main audience, of course. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it to a strictly English based interview for now. And maybe in the future I could go ahead and do some Dutch artists, but for now we good on the English. So yeah, that was my first question for you, of course. My second question is what skills or most useful to you within the industry, like when I say skills, like yeah, obviously you speak different, you're bilingual, so you speak different language and you do sing in different language because I got some songs that you did, I guess in Portuguese, which is great. But what's your skills like? What have it done for you so far?
Um, well, like, what do you mean? Like, what skills are most important?
Yeah, within
I
that you use that's useful to you.
I think actually the ability to record and produce music is my
And to
greatest,
write, of course.
and to write music. So like that alone opens the doors to all the kingdoms if you can do those things. And I'm talking about the technical aspects also of like running a studio, like not needing an audio engineer, or even just knowing the audio engineer's job, even though you're not doing it, but you know what he's doing.
Yes.
Your decision making is going to be so different if you. It's like, you know, when you're at work and you're the manager, but you've been at the bottom position, but now you're the manager. You know everybody's job, so it's like
Yes.
it's so easy to run the whole thing. Because as an artist, you're running an empire. Like, you know,
True, true.
you're running your own brand. You're running an empire, and it's like you need to have a bit of skills in all departments.
Yes.
So the biggest, the most important skill becomes actually, you know, like if you know a bit of engineering, if you know a bit of like recording sound techniques, know how to produce music yourself, know how to play instruments. Because
Exactly.
all of those things will make you a better artist. So when you go into the studio, write a song, you know the difference between the keys. You know if you're going to sing a note, you know what it's supposed to be at.
Yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, I think to me that's like the biggest skill is that it's actually being a musician and knowing the technical aspects of it as well.
Nice, nice, nice. How do you handle frequent travels if you have traveled away from home at a long period of time? How do you handle that as an
Um,
artist traveling? If you have traveled out of England to perform and
well,
stuff, how did you handle that?
in 2019, really when I started the process, like I traveled about 3 or 4 times. I went to Ibiza a couple of times, Spain a couple of times to do some shows, and for me it's quite easy because I'm self-employed in it, and
Yeah.
so it's like I can literally travel and go anywhere around the world and still do my job and do all the things that I do that make my money. So it's like I haven't found it that hard or difficult.
Okay. And knowing that you got kids, so you know some artists, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe for now you don't have to travel with your kids, but I
yeah,
mean you do have the bigger artists that do travel with their kids and their nannies and stuff like that. And I know artists that finds it very difficult to travel a long period of time and not having their family with them, especially if they're married. So I kind of get that bit that yeah, it can be a little bit difficult. Okay,
yeah.
so
It's children.
have you ever like played at any weddings, parties for family? How was the experience? I'm sure you have done the whole stage appearance.
I actually sang at my little sister's wedding.
Okay.
I think it was, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I sang at a wedding. So I used to have a band a long time ago that we used to
Okay.
make kizomba music, and it was me, my cousin, and my sister's husband, right? And we actually, you know, toured around in Portugal and England, and we've actually done quite a lot with that group. And we hadn't been reunited for like about 10 years. We ain't had like done a show together. And then on my sister's wedding, like all of us were there at the same time. My sister was like, "Oh, you lot need to go up on stage and sing a song. Like I ain't heard you lot sing together in years." You know what I'm saying? Like, and we
Yeah.
sang along. Like the whole family was there cheering. It was like a kind of a special moment because it was like the song that we sang was like quite a big song for us. Like it got played in so many places around the world, like on BBC, even like on BBC Radio One was playing the song, and it was like a Portuguese kizomba song, which for us was amazing because like look at us, we're singing in Portuguese and it's still getting played in in these kind of English crowds and English places. So it was yeah, it was a big moment for us. So yeah,
Good language doesn't, good music doesn't have a language. That's the way that what I always say. Yeah. Have you ever performed in a larger group of people, or have you done any performance since the lockdown? Put it that way.
throughout lockdown, I haven't really, to tell you the truth, since the beginning of lockdown, I kind of actually gave up making music for a bit because I didn't see what was going to happen next. So it's like for about, I don't know, probably the whole of 2020, I kind of just didn't do anything. I think I done one concert on the live stream, and it was like about 100 different artists all over the world. But that was about it. I'm like, my mind completely just went off music, and I kind of had like somebody kick me in the ass like in December and just be like, Antonio, like, what are you doing? Like, you built up all this momentum, and now you're just sitting there not doing anything. And it was like, you're right, mate. Like, I really need to get up and really start going again. I can't let this situation, COVID or Corona, stop me from what I've been doing before. Like,
most definitely not. And the thing is, I think the best thing to do is just keep on working, because as soon as the place opens up.
I just got a booking agent about a week ago, and I already got about 5 or 6 bookings coming up because in Britain the things are going to start opening up, so there's going to be lots of festivals in the next 2-3 months. So I've got a few bookings already coming up for that. So it's like it's looking good already. Like I think I'm gonna have a good summer, basically. Like I can feel it.
I really hope so, because over here, I remember like in the beginning of January, I remember our prime minister was saying that like do not expect any major get together like club appearance, concerts and stuff like that. And I'm praying to God that all of that, I'm praying to God that all of that change between now and June, July, so we can semi get back to a little bit of fun in the world. So yeah, hopefully we could do that, and then me and my colleagues can start like booking 1 and 2 artists within Europe, because I think without the whole entire vaccine thing, you can't really go too far. That's my opinion, but I hope it change. But tell me about your best performance that you have so far, whether it's within Europe or overseas.
Best performance. Best performance I had actually was in North London. It was White Yardie, you know, the reggae comedian.
Yeah, of course I know.
I opened up for one of his shows in North London
Nice.
at the end of 2019, and it was probably about 700 people, and it's like
That's a good audience right there.
it was a good audience, and it was like because everybody that was there was like Caribbean, and it was like the vibes were really good, and it was one of my first performances that year where I performed to that kind of size of a crowd, like but in a kind of theater setting, like, you know, everyone's sitting down just looking straight at you.
Yes.
And it was just like you have to give it your all right at this moment. And it's just like you know, you just go in, and then it's just like you end it, and then everyone's looking at you like, and it's like there was a silence throughout most of it. But sometimes you get those performances where people are just quiet because they're actually listening to you.
They're listening to you, yes.
Everyone just erupts in a big like noise. So when I was doing it, I wasn't really too sure if it was good or not, because everyone was just really silent. But at the end, everyone just stood up and screamed and everything. I was just like, wow, blown away by it. Like, and then when I saw
I would have died.
Amazing performance. Like the feeling, like, yeah. And then, like, you know, the same stage was like White Yardie, like, you know, like people like that. Like, you know, to me, this is the kind of stuff that I'm aiming to be in that kind of stages with people with that kind of caliber of name. So yeah, it was a big kind of.
That was a big guardians right there. If you could open up for White Yardie, you're doing well. So that's not bad at all. And we know our Jamaican audience, Caribbean artists, we can be horrible. Yes, they can be very horrible. And okay, and what have you have any worse experience of performing anywhere in the world?
Yeah. My worst one was probably in Ibiza, actually. So I was booked to do Ibiza Rocks Hotel, you know, world famous Ibiza Rocks.
Yeah.
It was like I was so nervous. Like I don't ever rarely ever get nervous. Pick up my brethren Ghost. If you like ever want some seafood, come down to TT Seafood in Willesden. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like love our seafood bag, pick up my brethren Ghost. Yeah, just come in the chat. But yeah, what I was saying. So it was in Ibiza. And
go ahead and just tag them in there too, because I mean, if you're on IG and you know their IG name, just tag them in there.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna put the thing for everyone to see. So,
but just a lot of everything and anybody right now, because right now ain't nobody making no food, ain't nobody making no money. Tag them in. So
TTC.
good.
Go and follow and join that, yeah. But yeah, it was like about to hit the stage, and it's like I got overcome by nervousness, and the show just didn't go as I expected it to go. Like,
But was it
it was,
because of you, or was it because of the band's man, or?
it was me. It was me. I was nervous. My voice was cracking. But everybody else, like, you know, when like everybody else that was that they seemed to have enjoyed the show. Like most people that were there, the crowd and whatever, everyone came up to me like, "Oh, well done." Whatever. But I felt on the inside, I was like, "Wow, this is like the worst performance I've done so far." My voice was literally cracking, like you can hear it. But it happens. It was one of those ones. Like,
Yeah, I mean, as an artist, I think you gotta go through, you gotta experience such performance, and if it doesn't break you, it will make you. So that's not a bad thing.
no. But everybody else that came up to me, like, I had loads of people coming up to me saying, "Oh yeah, well done, taking pictures with me." Like, it made me feel like a superstar. But on the inside, though, I was like, "Ooh, like what have I just done?" Like,
And like I said, it either makes you or it breaks you. So that's a good thing.
It's a brilliant question, though.
Do you experience, like, if you having a performance to do you get like that whole butterfly in your stomach, or are you stressing out? You feel like you want to throw up, you got to go to the bathroom? Or, I mean, what do you feel before you go on stage? Do you get all nervous to stretch the hell out? Like, I know some artists that feels like they're going to throw up.
Not like I rarely. Sometimes it only happens when it's like it's more. I get more nervous of the occasion, like if it's a really big occasion, rather than the performance. Once I'm on stage, like I forget all about that. But sometimes the occasion will get to me. Sometimes, but it's more like, oh, I can't believe that I'm here, type of a thing. But being truly, I believe in myself a bit more. Being like, I do deserve to be here. I'm just as good as these people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of it's when I was a kid, like 15, 16, I used to be a dancer. I used to break dance. So I've been performing on stages all my life. So it's like, definitely up on stage and like dancing in front of hundreds of people.
Not prepare you for the whole entire performance in front of the audience. So that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's kind of prepared me for all of that. So yeah, I find it quite easy to perform, to tell you the truth.
So are you the type of artist that interact with the audience, or you just like they're not there and you're performing? Because I got an artist that I was I'm doing an interview with, and he was like,
my friends call me the preacher. My friends call me the preacher because I love to preach to people. Like I would do like little preaching bits about each song. So it's like the song's about hope or something like that. I'll give you a little bit, like, you know, to give you hope in your life and hoping for your dreams and that kind of stuff. So like if it's about like whatever it is about, I'll always talk to my audience about it and encourage them to whatever, if it's like a problem that we're overcoming or whatever, like I always talk to them about the song and the specificness of whatever it is that I'm talking about. If I'm talking about love, then I'll talk about love. I say, look, you got to love each other, love your partner, love your mom, love your sister. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like embrace each other. And I always do this before I start every song. Like I try and give a little message.
But that's good. There's nothing wrong with that, though. That's pretty good, because most artists probably don't do that stuff. So it's good, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
If I'm performing, I want to give a little. I want to not just the music. I want to give. Like I want them to leave there and remember some of these words and remember the feeling also.
Exactly. Well, that's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that, because, like I said, most artists do not like explain whatever song they're about to sing at that point. So. Yeah, that's great. I'm coming down to my last two questions, and then we're just gonna go ahead and have you a freestyle or play a couple of your songs that's about to come out for the audience, so they know exactly what you're working with, and your style and your flow. If you have an like you're performing for a big audience and all of a sudden they're hyped up, and then within your performance the hype kind of drop where it looks like they're getting bored, what would you do at that point? Or do you have a strategy that you use to boost your audience?
Well, because I'm such a wicked dancer, that's what I usually do. If I see the energy dropping or whatever, I usually start busting a couple of moves that gets everybody like really hyped up to the point where people forget about the music. Everyone's just cheering and doing madness. So, or usually because I grew up in that kind of dancehall era, a lot of my stage presence, I copied what I used to see the dancehall artists do, which is things like cut off the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll DJ, cut off the song, really talk to them, hype them up again, drop it. I do all of that kind of stuff to, you know, really build up the hype and the momentum and the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's some songs that sound wicked on record. Like when you listen to them in your car, they sound fantastic. But when you hear them on a stage, they get a bit boring on a stage show. So you got to do some crazy stuff in between. This is why I love reggae artists and dancehall artists, because
they ever have something going on, huh?
You got to keep people entertained, like.
Okay, this comes down to my last question. If you had a chance to do a collaboration with a reggae or a dancehall artist, or even both, who would that he or she be?
Ooh. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. More than likely, I would love to do a song with someone like a Beenie Man. I know that's like Beenie Man, like the most commercial reggae artist ever, but I would love to do a song with Beenie Man. That would probably be like
great artist. Let's be honest. Like, I mean, he named himself the king of dancehall, but he's among the greats. Let's be honest.
He's one of the greatest. His song-making ability is just out of this world. Like, I saw him perform live in 2019 in Greece, and he done over 100 songs on stage, and he sang all of them. Yeah. And there wasn't even a wheel. He was just literally going from song to song, just like that.
Yeah. But he's good. We're talking about Beenie Man.
We were stunned in the audience because we thought that he was going to do the usual thing where they just run the song for 20 seconds, lock it off, and he was actually doing every song. He said tonight's going to be different. He just done every song back to back, bam, 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 one after the, like no break in between the song. He was just like from what. So it was like as the audience, we weren't getting no time to rest or nothing. It was just like.
And all the hits, huh?
All the hits. It was just so much vibe. It was just so much vibe. It was ridiculous, right?
But that's the way it's supposed to be. Let's be honest, Beenie Man, I've seen him perform a couple of times here in Holland, and when I was living in Miami, they used to have like a big show that they give every summer in South Beach, and I've seen him a couple of times down there. Beenie Man, I think he dance. He not only sing, he can dance, and he's funny, and yeah, I think Beenie Man is one of those entertainers that literally does it all. Apart from that, and I've seen him in probably maybe one movie, and I thought it was rubbish, but we ain't talking about movies right now. So, yeah, man, give it to Beenie Man. He is the king of dancehall. Let's be honest, the man is good at what he does.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that was your male collab that you will do, and a female if you're.
It would have to be
female artist.
It would have to be Coffee all day long.
Huh? Sorry.
Coffee all day long. Coffee.
Oh, Coffee. Oh.
She is so.
Coffee is most definitely an interesting young lady, and I think her vibes is positive, and I don't know, it's because maybe she just got in the business and she already made a name for herself. Let's be honest. I mean, she's on one of the most famous playlists in the world playlist, which is Obama. So she's doing pretty well for herself. So that's a good one.
Almost every record that she's ever dropped, every time I listen to it, it just blows me away. I'm just like, I can't even believe it.
I was listening to one of her songs the other day, especially the one about the lockdown. That's like one of my favorite songs. That song. So yeah, man, Coffee, that's a good one. Beenie Man and Coffee, you can't go wrong with those.
Can you imagine that song? That's in the same song. That is a fire hit right there.
That's a hit right there. You cannot go wrong at that one.
You cannot go wrong.
Yeah, I basically run through my questions, which I'm happy that I did before the time is running out. So I'm gonna just let you go ahead and basically play some of your tunes for the audience, and then I don't know if you want to just play a record or you're gonna sing yourself or rap yourself, whatever you want to do.
I'll
But the
sing, I'm gonna play my
floor,
latest record and I'm gonna sing along to it.
yeah, just go
That's the
ahead and
vibe.
do your thing.
Song called "Girl Like You." Is it was written by myself, Kellyon, and Stilo, and a girl called Chanel.
Okay.
And yeah, "Girl Like You."
Oh, that's the one that you sent me last night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I shot the video to. It's
Yeah.
basically just like, it's kind of like a commercial reggae song, just about the kind of girl that all us men want, basically. A girl that that's just like you, literally, because
Yeah.
that's every girl, really. So it could be just like you, it could be just like a girl like you. As long as you're here and you're having a good time.
As long as you're the girl that I'm interested in, I want her to be just like you.
Just yeah.
You hear it? Yeah. Mama kill and y'all like you. Ninja. Never see a girl like you. Never see a girl like you.
What happened?
I got nothing to lose. Never see a girl like you. I just love how you move. Can you push it back, baby, to what you do? Want you to set off the mood. See a girl like you. Ready to trip now. Big champagne, I bust on me send off. Big money, you have to spend off. No retreat, no surrender. Girl, focus, in the focus. Girl, moving on the range, come closer. Big star, girl, moving on the poster. You need a man like a soldier. Everybody got come, that is there. Somebody says she wants it. Go tell your people, go tell your friends. That's when you're good, now it's gone to your head. I got nothing to lose. Never see a girl like I just love how you move. Never see a girl like you.
What happened? Yeah, I was running that tune last night. I actually like it, man.
It's all over the way. Every still light up and run away. Play God for me, God for me. Push it hard on. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're back. I just wanna be your man. I just wanna spend all this money in my hand. I just wanna hold your hand. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're back. So quiero ser yo papi. Oye, te la cambia, mami. Manera que tú siempre eres inocente. Pasa de pena para la frente. Pero que me llove mi entender.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Bump that boy.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Oh God. How about you give them my song that I like, which is I'm Praying to God. I like that song so much. That was like the first song that Jermaine had sent to me from you. And I'm like, I actually like the song because you don't hear a lot of artists singing I'm praying to God to just like keep my mental together. You understand? So yeah, man.
No, that was like the reason why I released that song as well. That wasn't even the first song. That was like the last song I made on the album. It was the first song to be released because of what was just going on, all the corona stuff and all the crazy COVID. I was just like, yo, we need something right now. Like, we need something, some motivation. Like, we need something like, yo, praying to God, like, bless us. You get me? We don't want this thing to touch our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I released that song, man. But
yeah, man, drop it. That's my song. I like it a lot.
Let me tell you
I actually like that song.
Yeah. You're feeling it.
You want your body, yeah. Baby, want your body, yeah. Give me all your body, yeah. Give me body, yeah. I was just in my heart, I don't want to leave. And I told you all my dreams and you didn't believe. And I looked away my ear and you want me to leave. I just saw it working well, all up my sleeves. I just want to reach in my soul, so I thought you would leave. But you can't see it, and I'm trying to believe. I'm more than a man, and I think that we could be. You know, it's dark and just press the knee. I can feel your energy when you're next to me. I can feel that you stroke when you press the key. All I'm running on your love and your ecstasy. Somehow, I'm fucking up now, you're next to me. Imagination, the coronation, the queen of my heart. Patiently waiting at the station, but our trains are too far apart. I gotta see the constellation, the lack of communication.
Yes.
All I wanted was some good loving, good loving, good love. All I wanted was some good loving. You got your lives in the game. Your lives. Make me want your body, yeah, yeah. Make me want your body, yeah, yeah. Get me by your body, yeah, yeah. Make me want your body, make me want your body, yeah, yeah. Make me want your body, get me by your body, yeah, yeah.
Acting all shy.
You hate being on camera.
My son would have loved to be here right now, but he's too much problem. I cannot keep him around me when I'm doing the interview. That's like a no.
Oh my god.
God, I like that, man. This is a good vibe. I like it.
Pure vibes.
Yeah. I like it, man. At least you're not boring and sitting down. And then, yeah, I like the festiveness of this interview. I like it.
Yeah, man, we gotta keep it entertaining for the people, man. Not just for the people that's in here, but the people that's gonna watch afterwards as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, and that's the way you do that. Yes.
100. You gotta keep it entertaining. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, one more song.
Yeah, and please play my song too. I'm praying to God. I like that song.
The only problem, I don't think I have it on this phone here.
Oh no.
Okay, actually, one second. Let me see if I can find it quickly.
I'll play Praying to God and we'll leave at that. It's a good song to end on.
People, he's looking for a song, so just bear a minute until he finds it. I know.
This is not from my phone. This is from my phone.
There you go. Ready?
Ready.
Before we get shut down, it's a link up when I touch down. Top up when I top down, it's a big drip when I bust down. Can't fly for my torso, big dreams on my poor show. Watch the way that I get pop, I got the team looking like a horse show. Watching the way that I whip in the zone, whipping the foreign that I had on my phone. Telling the smell that I'm very cologne, going on board, they can pick up the phone. Watching the way that we glide, giving the colors you coming inside, giving the colors you fucking apply. Know that I'm kicking and taking a bite. I'm praying to God. You know that I'm blessed. I'm praying to God. You know that she's blessed. I'm praying for the God. Holy water. Holy water. Man, to show no love. I'm praying to God. You know that I'm blessed. I'm praying to God. Oh my God. No love.
Yes, big up and bless up the kids. Yes.
No love, I'm praying to God. Before they get shut down, it's a link up when I touch down. I top up on my top down, for a big trip when I bust down. Top life with that torso, big rings on my poor show. Watch the way that I whip up, I got the thing looking like a horse show. Watch the way that I whip in the stone. Jumping the stone and I'm very low. Going the one day, I'm praying to God. I know that I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm praying to God.
You wanna in the car, only wanna on road, only wanna cook it.
Yes.
Praise God. You know that I'm blessed.
When you do that.
Everyone that's watching this right now, you know that
Yes.
you're
Rhymes, Potik. Bless yourself.
If that don't lift up your spirit,
Yeah, man, purify upon them. Definitely. We need them kind of songs here right now. Like, God, what's going on?
especially for man like Little Nas X and a man. This song here dedicated to man like Little Nas X. Yeah, I'm praying to God.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I make those kind of songs, because of artists like Little Nas X. Straight fire on them. Little devil worshipping business. Anyway,
Yo, that's a whole entire thing. But Nike sue him, and they win the case, of course. And the whole shipment thing is, but it's so crazy that even though they put a stop on the shipment, it's already sold out. Can you believe that shit? It's sold out. It's crazy.
I look at the video, like these people, they lost their mind.
I saw bits and pieces of the video, and I'm already like, OMG. I'm from a spiritual background, from a Christian background, I should say. So see stuff like that is like a big no-no, and I think it's all for the crowd. I think he doesn't mean none of that shit, and it's all for the show and to get the people talking about him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't realize that it comes with a backlash. It does.
It does. And look,
you're being sued by Nike themselves, and they won. So you got to go into probably in your pocket, and you got to change the whole concept. And yes, the shoes don't belong to Nike, but these are custom made by you. Nike didn't make those, the Psalms and the devil pentagram and all that, and a drop of blood. Where the hell did you get a drop of blood from? Who did y'all kill to put that shit in there?
Have you actually seen the video, the music video, when he's twerking on the devil?
I've seen he was twerking the devil like upside down. I actually saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw bits and pieces of it, and I think it's like a big no-no.
It's a big, massive no-no, regardless.
It got him. It got people talking about him. He got the world talking about him, and I think that's what he wanted. He wanted the whole clout of him saying, "Oh, I custom made a Nike shoes." And first he came out and said Nike made the shoes, and when Nike put on a statement the same night, I said, "Nuh-uh, the shoes are ours, but we did not under no circumstances customize your shoes with no 666 and the pentagram and the proverbs on it from 10 to I think 18 or something like that." That's a big no-no. And he didn't change it until Nike took him to court day before yesterday. Nike actually won, and it was a big shipment coming in. I don't know where the hell it's coming from, probably China. But the shipment is on hold where it's not allowed to be released, but it's sold out. How can something be sold out that's not even actually in the market yet? Like,
if you go and look at some of the commentary on his social media pages and the way that his fans are defending what he's done, it's crazy.
It is. Because I remember last week a rapper came, a basketballer, I think, was like, "You can't put stuff out like that because my kids were listening to your song," especially the first song he came out with, the whole entire rodeo song. But then he's like trying to pick up for himself by saying, "But my song is all about fornication and drinking, so why would you have your child listening to my song?" And I'm thinking, my nigga, when you came out, you didn't came out as gay, not bashing gay, because one of my best friends is gay, but you didn't came out as gay, and you didn't came out as who you are now. You came out of this innocent black boy that came out, "I'm gonna ride my horse," blah, 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 but we all know the whole context of the song. Let's be honest. If you don't know what it means,
very Disney innocent, the whole thing.
Exactly. And after you went #1 and you made a lot of money, then all of a sudden you came out, you're gay, and then a couple of months later you're making a whole demon song that are we supposed to drum to? Not me. It's not gonna play in my house. I got a 17-year-old, and if I hear her listen to that shit, her ass is grass, not in my house. Like,
Never,
seriously.
like
Not, not because maybe you're playing with the whole thing that I'm gonna think is funny and laugh along with it. No, not me.
funny. Like, it's like, forget the whole religious part of it. Like, you know, like, I get the religious part of it. It's like he's making images of something that is supposed to be evil. This thing is supposed to be evil. So basically,
the norm.
yeah, and it's like what you're doing. What you're making evil the norm. Like these things, these symbols, and these things are supposed to be evil for a reason. They're not supposed to be normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it gives kids nightmares and shit. Like, why would you want to be making images that gives kids nightmares and then watching them watch your video and then they go to sleep at night dreaming about fucking demons? And like, why would you do that? As just forget the religions. Just as an image maker, why would you make nightmare-inducing imagery for children?
Yeah, because that's the thing. He's trying to say that why would you have your child listening to me anyways? But
you're the one that
you don't have our children listening to you. Your song is on almost every platform. If my child is on YouTube, your song's gonna pop up. And I got a 3-year-old, almost a 3-year-old, that clicks on everything on YouTube because I mean, he mostly watch most of his cartoons and stuff on YouTube. And if he sees something that is bright and colorful, he's gonna click on it. The poor baby don't know what's going on.
they don't know no difference. They don't know no difference. But
Exactly.
he
So
knows.
it's like,
He knows what he's doing, and he knows the difference. He knows what he's doing is wrong. So
Yeah.
therefore, anything that we say afterwards, it don't really matter. You know you're in the wrong. You know what you're doing is wrong. Everybody knows.
he knows, but like I said, he is signed to a record label, and the record label know what they're doing, and whatever it gets him viewers, the numbers goes up, whatever it costs, by all means necessary. He is getting the attention that he wants. Let's be honest, he is getting the attention. It's the news. It's even on the news in Holland. Let's be honest. I saw it on the news the other day, and I'm thinking, okay, so is it all the way in Europe? You're getting your views, people talking about you. I hope you're happy, and is it a good thing? For us, I don't think so, but for him, he is, because he's actually accomplished what he set out to do.
He will end up paying his dues. It always does.
He doesn't even fathom half of the stuff that gonna go down when it goes down. He don't get it, but I guess for now he's a millionaire. He's making millions. People are talking about Lil Nas. It's a whole clout chasing thing. Let's be honest. A couple of weeks ago, he was on a whole entire interview. Just he ain't got nothing good to say right now. Like if you're a good artist and you make good music, go ahead and do that. But don't bring in the whole 666. Put it on the shoes with a pentagram and a drop of blood. Who the hell gonna give you a drop of blood to put in the shoe? And who the hell gonna wear the shoes? But the shoes are sold out.
They're sold out. But they to show you, people are that's willing to support this kind of stuff. There's loads.
These are some demon worshiping assholes. That's what it is. But hey, who am I to say anything about it? But I have my views. I got my laws and my regulation. I'm not about to break it for nobody. And I think it's just wrong to come up, even if it's just for clout. It's like, it's wrong. There's no way going around it. It's wrong.
You don't do. It's just wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Like, to me, like, you can bring the religious argument, you can bring all of that kind of other arguments into it.
Wrong all around.
It's wrong, or in every aspect of it, you're wrong. There is nobody that
do that. Come out and say, well, I don't believe in Christianity, and I believe in the whole pentagram thing, and I believe in the devil, and then we get where you're coming from. But I'm sure you wasn't raised like that. I know for a fact you was not raised in that background. I know for a fact your grandma or your mama gonna be rolling in their graves.
Your mom would have whooped your ass if you ever brought that.
She didn't whoop his ass. That's why he's doing what he's doing.
In my house. You would have got the beating of. You know what I'm saying?
The craziest thing about it, they put up a picture this week with him and Joel Osteen. I don't know if you know who Joel Osteen is, this big pastor from America. And they're all arms in arms. And I'm thinking, look at this. Look at this crap. Like, what are we doing? This is the new norm. Putting out songs like this, but we're in an era where expect the unexpected. And it's just the truth. Yeah. Anything is possible right now within the music industry, and there's nothing we can do about it. Let's be honest. And
No.
it is what it is. I'm not going to talk to
The way I
people
say it, look,
about
they put out their message, we can put out our message in it. They say
exactly.
say things, yo, praying to God in it. Let's fire out in it. Let's see.
There you go. That's the whole thing.
Let's see who wins in the end, innit? When we're all dead and we're in heaven, let's see who wins this argument, innit? I know who's gonna be. I know who I want. You know what I'm saying?
It's the truth. It's the truth. But we're not gonna give him too much of attention because I guess that's what he wants, and the world is talking about him. But I'm over it. I think I got like couple 3, 4 to 5 minutes before we get cut off. So I just want to tell you, thank you for being on NetJam platform, and it's a pleasure having you over here. And like, as soon as you get anything going on within your music thing, send it to me and I'll put it up on the page and just promote the hell out of it. Until we basically can do some shows and some concerts and some appearances, we're just gonna do it on this platform and just promote the hell out of your songs and whatever you got going on. But for now, I just want to tell you thank you for being on NetJam. It was a pleasure having you here because, yeah, I've been talking to you for a good couple of months now, 2, 3 months. And I'm finally, the interview did it. Yay!
No, but yeah, thank you for this interview. It was a great interview. I love your interview. You know what I'm saying? It's probably one of the best interviews I've had so far that I've done one of these things. So yeah,
thank you very much. But we're gonna definitely keep in touch. Like I said, as soon as you got something going on, drop it in my inbox, and I will definitely post it. And
big up everyone that came through.
So
big up everyone that came through. Brian Poetic, my cousin, also a musician. Look out for him, follow him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Big up everyone.
I have a next interview at 10 o'clock my time. That will be 9 for you guys because you know we're our head at England. He's from London. He's he basically, I know him for a couple of years and I didn't know he was an artist at all until this week. I saw him online. I'm like, what's going on since you were the artist? But he's pretty good. He's like, I've been doing this for the last 2, 3 months, and I'm like, my nigga, you're doing real good. So 9 o'clock my time, of course, that'd be 8 o'clock for you, or the other way around. I have an interview with him in the next couple of minutes. So I'm going to tell you thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you on here. I love the vibes. I like the way you're vibesy and you're not boring. And thank you very much. And we definitely keep in touch on the whole music thing and the whole promotion thing. And I will definitely, it's easy for me to do bookings within Europe because we don't have to go to the whole entire coming from.
Well, I'm coming to your country. We're rolling through, trust me.
Hey, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Yeah, man, we'll definitely keep in touch when it's time to do the bookings and get the artists them over here with me and my partners. And again, thank you very much and have a blessed night. Kiss the kids. If you're with your lady, kiss her.
That's what I need to get to my kids right now.
Enjoy the rest of the Easter holiday and thank the audience for being here, even though it's going up and down. My phone is stuck. But anyways, yeah. Thank you for being on NetJam 2021. We appreciate it and have a blessed night. People Stacks P in the building. Rhymes Poetic, bless up your damn good self. My niece just logging on. Twanisha, love you very much. Dula, I'm gonna be calling you in about Live Boss Broffer. I'll be calling you in about 5 minutes. Take a 5 minutes break and I'll hit you up. Everybody else, have a blessed night. Stacks P, bless up your damn good self. Good night. Dula, I'm gonna hit you up in a minute. Tamika, you're late as hell, but stay on. I'll be on in a minute interviewing my other artist. 3, 4 minutes. So you guys just stay on for my next interview. And it was a pleasure having the rest of you that was here earlier. And for the one them that just came on. Yeah, Antonio, aka Stacks P, bless up yourself, man. Peace out, guys. Love you guys. Dula, I'll hit you up in about a minute. And we gonna do your interview. Good night.